Hey guys, it is Friday, September the 10th, and this story may have been from the 9th, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway, because I have a story to tell. Oh yes, I do. There's not very many details to this story. It's not very long. But Lord, is it interesting. So, I don't even know what I was doing last night at work, but I was coming up aisle 7, and there's this guy in one of the drivable carts sitting there at the other end of it. So I'm kind of looking, because he's not really moving, and, he doesn't seem to be going anywhere. He doesn't really seem to be looking at anything. And as I get closer, I can see that his eyes are closed. And he's just sitting there, kind of jerking every once in a while. And in fact, at one point, he, completely fell over into the basket at the front of the cart. So, I went over, and just to try to start conversation, I was like, sir, can I help you with something? His response? Something akin to, oh, it's okay, I'm just having a stroke. Who, what now? So at this point, I become a little concerned. And I'm like, do you want me to call somebody for you? And he's like, no, it's fine. He's like, I'll work through it. I'll work through it. And, detail number 2. That is very interesting. He's like, don't call the police. And I'm thinking, why would I call the police if you're having a stroke? That would not, I would have an ambulance called for you, for sure, but not the police. Unless he just really hates that band. And I mean, honestly, who could blame him? But I was like, no, I can call a manager for you, And he was like, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna go outside, get some fresh air, and have a smoke, and I'll be fine. I'll work through it, And I was like, okay, I just didn't really know. Obviously the guy didn't want help at that point, or whatever, and he didn't want to be noticed, I guess. I don't know, but I'm like, when you're sitting there, falling face forward into, the basket of the cart that you're driving, you're kind of drawing attention to yourself. So he drove off. Zoom. He was gone. And I was kind of following him for a minute because I think I had seen Bonnie go down one of the aisles, so I was going to go get her. And Mark happened to be coming up the other way, so I kind of pointed to the guy. And I turned around just in time to see Dave, one of the overnight managers. So I ran over and got him, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on with that guy, but he says he's having a stroke or something, but he doesn't want help or anything, and they already knew about it, actually. They had their eye on him, and from what they could tell, he was drunk. So, and honestly, that makes sense, because it's just it's weird. He's like, oh, I'm having a stroke, and he didn't want help, and it wasn't that he didn't want help, it was that he didn't want the police to be called, so I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. But apparently other people had asked him, and he told them the same thing. So they already knew. They had their eye on him. I told him, I was like, well, yeah, you can go up and, you sit by the front door, whatever. And of course, at that point, I'm not going to not go call somebody. I'm not going to go not get a manager, and let them know about this guy. But yeah, I guess he went up front because I was piecing the story together later from other people, and he had went outside and he wanted to take the cart outside, and he was told that he couldn't do that, but he did it anyway. And I guess like they had to go out and get the cart, the motorized cart from him, and I guess he wasn't very happy about that. So they had him sit on the bench outside the front door, and there was a couple of kids out there, and I guess he told them the same thing he was telling everybody else. And I don't know if they called somebody or what, but I guess like the police showed up, and the ambulance showed up, and like he refused help. He didn't want, but I guess they did check him out, and of course they said he was showing no signs of having a stroke or anything. So he came back in to do his shopping, and the CSM, which is the customer service person, the main customer service person up front, was asking the manager, what do you does, they were keeping she was keeping an eye out, and I guess he just drove over by the customer service desk up front and was sleeping. So they had the police come in, and because like he refused to go with them, and he was refusing to go with them again, and they're like, no, you need to come with us, we'll get you somewhere or something. And I guess they took him to the train station or something. I don't know why they would do that, but I don't know. But the police station is right by the train station, so I guess maybe that would make sense. I don't know, but yeah. So that was kind of a crazy moment with an interesting customer that I just thought I would share today. And I'm not going to say much more because this is probably already long enough, and I have plenty of videos to get through already before I go on vacation. So wish me luck.